Say that, like, I think white women need to kind of step up their game, to be quite honest. Like, sorry, but I'm calling you bitches out. Like, I'm also seeing the silent killer, which is a lot of white women at the top who are kind of reinforcing a lot of old ideas. They're
Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination.
Welcome back to the channel. We are unbounding into comics. This from John F. Trent, released about an hour ago. Disney leaker explains why executives are allegedly livid about rumored Star Wars show from Leslie Headland. Well, first of all, Leslie Headland spent a year working very closely with Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein was one of the biggest sexual predators in recent memory. So I wonder why Bob Chapek and Bob Iger are livid about Kathleen Kennedy going behind their backs and hiring somebody like this, allegedly, giving her a Star Wars show that's female-centric, because anything with males in it featured is sexist and misogynist. You can't have a show about men anymore. It has to be women. Has to be. I can't even deal with these people anymore. This is hilarious. But let's get into this article. I will give you my thoughts, of course. You can leave yours in the comments below. So let's take off with it. Disney leaker WDW Pro recently explained why Disney executives are livid about the rumored Star Wars series from Russian Doll co-creator Leslie Headland. For those of you not familiar, Russian Doll is basically a knockoff of Groundhog Day. WDW Pro is the Disney leaker who previously reported that Disney executives were livid at Lucasfilm for hiring Headland, the former personal assistant to Harvey Weinstein. He previously indicated they were livid at Lucasfilm because she comes with significant PR baggage, potentially legal baggage, and did so without consulting Disney or their legal department. Good job, Kennedy. Now, WDW Pro has elaborated on why Disney executives were livid at Lucasfilm for allegedly hiring Headland. On the WDW Magic forums, WDW Pro explains, "So, just received this info. One of the reasons Leslie Headland is such a big PR issue is because of quotes like these. It was so funny and great. When I was working there, that was all I wanted. I would daydream that someday I'd be making movies and Harvey will buy them and he will want to support me, you know, as coworkers, essentially. There's nobody like him. He's a genius. You sit across from him and you're like, I cannot believe how brilliant this guy is. So his interest in me as a filmmaker just makes me feel like I made the right choice to move on." Oh my God. This woman this is who's going to be making Star Wars shows that you and your kids are going to be watching together. Okay? All right, a Star Wars show. Female centric. Yeah, because Harvey Weinstein does know a lot about women, doesn't he?
No. Don't like that.
WDW Pro adds, "You have to understand quotes like these come well after there were many, many, many reports about Weinstein and his predatory criminal behavior towards women. Clutch my pearls, Harvey Weinstein? No." And while you might think the hundreds of social media posts she had disappear in conjunction with the Variety leaks were all lewd things, the truth is they were often loving, over-the-top endorsements of Weinstein. That just makes it even better. Additionally, Bob Iger is currently being sued by Paz de la Huerta about Harvey Weinstein, which means that not only is he attempting to get out of that situation, but Kathleen Kennedy has brought the fox into the henhouse by bringing Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant, and nobody at the top of Disney knows what information she was privy to in her time working directly under Weinstein. That is a disgusting visual that I did not need in my head. I was curious what the legal issue was that Disney was concerned about beyond the PR issue. That's the big one I've discovered. You could potentially, although perhaps unlikely, see a situation where Kathleen Kennedy has hired someone who would have compromising information about the Disney CEO, former CEO, and others at Disney. Wouldn't that just be something if Headland had information on Bob Iger and that's why he's not going to be able to do anything about it? I would just fire anyway. He's on his way out. Just fire Kathleen Kennedy. Or let her contract run out, neuter her authority as much as you can. Her contract is up in 2021. Just get rid of this whole concept for this show. If you really think bringing somebody like this in and doing a female-centric show, now there's nothing wrong with having a female lead, but the way that these people are going to go about it, you know how this song and dance goes, and it does not end well ever. He concludes, so now the fact that Lucasfilm hired somebody with significant PR issues becomes more intriguing, and you begin to understand why Disney execs were livid about Hedlund not having been previously vetted outside Lucasfilm. So what is Kathleen Kennedy's play here? WDW Pro would also cite Hedlund deleting over 200 tweets before Variety reported the rumor that she would helm a female-centric Star Wars series. And here we go right here. You can see negative 246 tweets. So yeah. That's went from 339 down to 93. And she picked up 31 followers. But yeah, deleted 246 tweets. That's funny. I don't have to delete any tweets. I'm not worried about anything on my Twitter, either one of them. Because I have one for the show, one for myself, which the only thing I ever do is plug the videos on them.
And so as I started to rise in television, I started to just get more blunt and just start saying, like, I would like a black writer. Because if I said diverse, you know, you get, well, white is diverse, which is something somebody said to me. And I was like, wow. I was like, it's not cool. But to really, you know, I reached out to my, you know, the women that I respect who are not white writers and directors, and I said, what should I say? What language should I use?
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you're one on the phone.
With all the trouble that Lucasfilm has been having and Disney has been having with Star Wars, is it really the time to bring somebody in who's going to be a controversy lightning rod, possibly a legal risk, and she's just not going to be good for business? They can't sell toys that have to do with anything new to begin with. Nobody wants them, okay? So this woman is going to come in now, turn it on its head. All she talks about is being an ally, and she boils things down to race. And that is, it's funny because the very same people who claim to want inclusion and diversity seem to objectify these people as nothing more than a skin color or an ethnicity, which is really sad and pathetic considering they call us the istophobes, and they're the ones that make it all about race when we're just like, give us good characters. We don't care what they look like, what their orientation is, just give us good characters. But Kathleen Kennedy, this Leslie Hedlund person, they're incapable of that because they're pre-programmed to only treat minorities as props to be used when it's advantageous to them, not be inclusive and welcoming to them and welcome their contributions to the art. No, they want check boxes. That's it. That's the video for today. What do you guys think of this Leslie Hedlund situation? It's been covered, but I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in and make a video on it. See what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section below, and you know what time it is. It's time for the go home. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Fandom Collective. Join. Go on over, check out the channel on YouTube. You can find my video as well as many other great creators there. Hail the Fandom Menace. Hail to thee, my subscribers. We're up to 215 at the time of this video, so thank you to all of you very much. Here's where you can find us on social media, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen this graphic 100 times. It's still the same. Go ahead and pause the screen if you need to catch up on anything, or if you're not sure where to find us. Here we are. We're everywhere that you want to be.